So as this right here, this engine claims to have less mileage than the one I pull out. It says 130 to down almost 150,000 miles right there. So I'm going to gambling to not take the injector, the intake manifold. I already inspect that. On the intake manifold there's no crack or anything like that, so I'm going to gambling to use this intake manifold and the injector and all the spark plug stuff right there, and all the sensor I check is good. So I'm not going to swap anything from the old engine to the new engine, so I'm going to take as is. Mostly in the motor, when you purchase from anywhere, unless it's a rebuilt one, make sure you check the compression to see if it need good compression. If it doesn't, then you waste your time to put in there. Okay. We just gambling to buy used motor until the motor is running. That is how scary it is on the used motor. But mostly, if you check the compression before you buy, it should be a very decent motor. If you don't check any compression, you just buy one, then oh yeah, that would be tough. So if you have a longer bolt, using the longer bolt to align the pin that goes connected the engine and transmission. Okay, if you don't, then you can play around to get it right, but it's not that hard when you do a Honda, because Honda torque converter is not very pull out from the transmission, and they pretty much straight to the engine, so they locking in is easy. On a Toyota and some other manufacturers, it's very tough to put the engine and transmission to align with the torque converter. Okay, put this tube on the top first. So now I secure this transmission and engine together already. So just a slightly push. Then they will lock in each other. Okay. So I'm going to put some more bolt on the bottom here too, so they will be closer. So I'm going to check the crank to see if it's tight. So if you change the crank spin freely, that means you don't have any problem with the torque converter and the engine locking each other. Okay, so two on the top is secure, so on the bottom, need to secure the bottom first, and then I can tie it up, the motor mounts on this side. So now my engine is secure, so I can drop my jack. So no sign of a bubble. That's good. If you put a new engine and you see bubble right there and continuous bubble and bubble and bubble, that means not good. Okay, so now it's just bleeding.